I'm in London this week, and wherever you are, you're not behind. And yet it's a common feeling in our world, right? We all experience the fact that we are somehow dug under. We wake up already being behind on the day. And this is partially a product of our environment. I wonder how many emails you have still to open, how many unread messages, how many tabs, how many shifts you have to come this week. How many? The amount of input that an individual receives in the modern world every day is completely absurd. Because input is only useful if you have time to digest it, right? It's like food. It doesn't matter how healthy the food is, if you keep eating and eating after you're full, it becomes unhealthy. We consume and we consume long past the point of nourishment. I mean, there's not enough time in the day to genuinely consider each piece of new information that we receive. And because of this, we're all experiencing a kind of mental indigestion. However, the symptoms are different. Confusion, anxiety, chronic tiredness, and the strange floaty feeling you get that you're about 4 inches in front of your forehead. You know what I mean, right? You feel that feeling, or you have felt that feeling. So we always feel like we're behind, and we're helpless to do anything about it. But here's the twist. You're not behind, as I said. You never could be. You're always exactly where you are. You see, you've been taught to measure yourself and the world around you in certain ways that are useful for certain functions, but that bear no resemblance to real reality. In other words, the problem's not you, and it's not the outside world either. It's imaginary. The suffering comes not from the situation, but the story you've been telling yourself about your situation. Sure, you might be behind on your emails. You might have to file your taxes. You might have a really busy schedule in front of you, but you're mistaking the menu for the meal. You're mistaking the words in your head for the reality in front of you. Hence the existence of this channel. I've made it my mission to create a space online and eventually in the real world where this kind of overstimulation isn't the norm. And you're invited to learn a new way of seeing and a new way of knowing. Now, in the view of the Zen Buddhist, rushing to get somewhere is the exact way you end up missing getting there at all. And the Tao Te Ching, the central text of the Taoist philosophy, has a quote that says, "Do nothing and nothing is left undone." Now what that's trying to say is nature doesn't hurry, and yet everything it needs is achieved. A flower doesn't rush to open its petals. It opens them when it's time, because that's the right time. Now, these aren't just pretty words, they give us insight into a deeper kind of intelligence, the kind that both Zen practitioners and Taoists have been in tune with for centuries. And I'm telling you all this to help you see, maybe you feel the way you do, not because you're not where you should be, but because you shouldn't be anywhere else at all. You should be here, experiencing the air filling your lungs. There's no right or wrong way to breathe. There's just breathing, by the way. So I want you to try this today. Even if it feels silly, just breathe. And focus on the breathing. Don't try to figure anything out or fix anything. Just listen to the sensation of it for a few minutes. It might feel kind of tingly or ticklish, especially if you're not used to noticing it. Also, it's worth mentioning that breathing has been happening the whole time you've been watching this video. So why do you only experience it now? I've mentioned it. I'll leave that one with you. With all that being said, thank you for being here with me today, and thank you for taking the time for yourself. If anything I said today resonated with you, this is what I do here on this channel. I take concepts that are so useful to us in the modern world from ancient wisdom traditions like Taoism and like Zen Buddhism, and I cut out the fluff and I make them accessible and understandable and packaged into 10-minute long-ish YouTube videos delivered straight to your YouTube homepage. That is if you click the right buttons in the next 30 seconds or so. Peace.